25 feet south of the bathroom building. So, we'd be 25 feet south of the new, the ghost.
This is the one that they call on.
No, it's like, say, to get in there, you have to get on the ladder, and it's like reach over your own shoulder, trying to turn valves off and get it out.
So the objective is to make this,
User-friendly and safer, because technically you are below 6 feet. It is, it's below cross. So, technically, you're not where you should be tied off. Yeah, yeah, if you're claustrophobic, it's not a good job for you.
But this is all above ground though, right? So how is that going to change anything getting into it?
So what, an additional cost, I'm sorry, I think I missed it actually. Additional cost, that 2,000 would be having a plumber, from those lines, stuff them up out of the ground. And then that building.
Into the building.
Into the building, yes, sir. So that would be done first, and then the building would be put over top of that. That way everything is within easy access.
So you would be crawling down in?
Correct.
Yeah, cause I was gonna say, just putting this on top of the ground isn't
No.
gonna resolve anything.
Yes, yes, sir. And then we could, I looked at insulating it as well. So if we did have something come up maybe later in the year where we want water on later than normal, it would be a possibility without having to worry about those stuck up lines freezing on us.
Is this all like blown out in the fall then?
Yes.
And so there's no freezing?
You're gonna be heated. We have the option to heat it with the outlet. We can put a small electric heater, but it would not be heated.
heated only at the unit, right?
Yes.
Do you have a quick estimate or something about how much the plumber or getting that to
I don't
bring
have
everything
that
up there?
offhand. Yeah, I tried calling a couple, to get a quote. All our plumbers are slammed right now and they didn't get one back to me in time, so. I could absolutely could hopefully get that for next month, I should say, as long as they can get back to me.
Yeah. See if I see the plumber.
Hello? Yeah. You were on this
I
morning?
mean, I would just, it was, this is the bring back next month, committee would like to bring it.
Okay, so the committee would like to bring it back.
Yeah, I did have all my paperwork to drop off with you and go over it with you.
So that way we know
I'm at
exactly.
a property meeting right now, so I'm gonna stop there right after this, one hour or two.
So we know enough to, we'll put on the agenda as well. We'll put it on next month's agenda already. We'll put it on.
I can drop the stuff off and then just come in tomorrow and get it.
My low rivers.
No, I won't do that.
Yeah, so. I reached out to 4 companies, only 2 got me back bids in time, which you'll see in front of you there. Cheapest at $14,584. I'll let the board do that what they wish. From affordable flooring? Yeah, sorry, I didn't. Well, one company provided 3 bids, the other provided 1, so we do have. Those 3 bids were quality of carpet.
This is just to replace the carpet from the damage that was caused by the break-in or whatever.
Is that the whole?
This is a whole, this quote was for the whole building.
Or the whole building.
Yeah, the carpet that's in there, it's so worn down, to put a patch in it isn't feasible. I guess my suggestion would be to the board to save the money and put something down the damage. put something over top of the ramp, damage a runner or something in that case.
So many square feet is this square yard?
2,700, they did all bid it at 3,000 square feet, just to provide extra for cuts, but total came back right around 2,750. So they would, the finished bid would be a little bit cheaper than what we're seeing, but they always run up a little bit extra on carpet. And apparently I was out of touch with how much it costs to do carpet, so.
I think you and everybody else do.
I think we kinda discussed like just covering up,
Cut a square out and fill the hole.
or the damaged area. I mean, of course, how much longer will they be there? I mean, depending on if there's detail thing or, you know, whatever.
Oh, that's the question at hand. Spend $14,000, tear it down later. Or just fix the affected area and
How big is the damaged area?
Not large, total 3 square feet,
okay.
3 square feet, I would say.
Oh.
It's 3 burn spots in a single area where they tried to start a fire, it's not. The carpet itself is very run down, it's worn out,
Right.
but yeah, the damage itself is not big, and the carpet, it's not peeling up, it's not torn. It's not a safety risk at this point.
Aesthetics.
Pretty much.
Just fix the affected area and deal with this maybe we have no idea where we're going.
The break
You
in
think, Jerry?
fire.
Fix the affected area?
Yeah.
Motion by Mr. Bennett to just fix the affected area.
Second.
Second by Mr. Goodis, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries.
We'll get that done.
Yep.
Courthouse tile floor stripping coats.
So I looked into this, you don't have to look very hard to see how bad a shape our floors are in currently.
That's good,
All the tile's pretty bad. We don't currently have the equipment necessary to, strip and wax the floors. I did look into the cost of the equipment, what we need would run us around $5,000. But what we do have is the equipment to properly maintain the tile. So what I went to is I got 3 quotes, to have our floors professionally stripped and waxed. In talking with the professionals, they said that with the equipment we have, it would be 6 to 8, probably on the 8 years plus, before we would have to look at stripping and waxing again, if we maintain them properly. So, in my mind, I looked at $5,000 in equipment versus $5,000 fee one time, to get it professionally done, to try and get us to the point of maintaining, keeping the courthouse looking nice. The upper, so the 3rd floor, kind of the reason for, our 1st floor is just worn off, there's no wax left, we're down to bare tile in a lot of spots, where you see the color changes. On the 3rd floor, there's a lot of yellowing, up there from less traffic, but, one guy who came to give me a quote, he actually pulled a flashlight and a pocket knife, he scraped out a section of wax and there's like 10 or 12 coats on it. So that's, you're supposed to run 4, 5 coats maximum, so that's why we're getting yellowing, we're getting dirt kind of pushed through the wax, and it's causing that staining. So this would get us back to 4 coats of proper stain, first use our floor equipment to maintain it.
So you're saying we do it once, and then if we maintain it, it will get us out to
the ability to maintain it.
Yes, but currently not the equipment to do the stripping.
Right.
For the whole courthouse.
Yes, this would be courthouse and jail as well. I did talk to, George before his departure, cause he had brought up getting the jail floors waxed. So now I'm coordinating with Jeff, and the jail makes up almost right exactly 33% of our floors here. So I talked with Jeff and he was happy to take care of 32% of the bill out of the jail budget. The rest would be taken out of the courthouse budget, which you'll see on that waxing, that quote list. I have it broken down by total cost, jail cost, and then cost of the county. That would come out of the maintenance budget for the courthouse.
For both of them.
Yes. Myself, I was very impressed with the, AMP maintenance. Came in at 5,200, he was kind of middle of the road, but he's the only one that actually took time to come here and look at the floors. I'm worried if we went with the AAA maintenance, when he sees he wouldn't know that there's 10 to 12 coats of wax on the third floor. I have a feeling we might get a little surprise at the end when we start squaring that off. Cause, Aaron with AMP mentioned that that's quite the job to pull that off. They estimated it would be 4 days, and they were happy to work nights and weekends to accommodate, around our schedule as well as the jail schedule.
This was AMP.
This was AMP.
Where are they from?
They're from Riceland. They're the closest. TCS is a national company, and AAA Maintenance, they're also out of Riceland. I did look.
AMP's the only one that actually physically came in and
Yep.
looked at.
The rest requested pictures. AMP set up time, came and met with me, looked at the jail and all 3 floors, so.
That's the one that
I agree.
Alright, what do you guys think?
Well, I think since we don't have the equipment to strip and wax it, this will last for, don't really know how long, but at least more than 5 years, you
Yes.
know, 6, 7, 8, whatever. And as long as it's properly maintained, and we can maintain it. I would make a motion to go ahead and, select AMP, to do the stripping and waxing. And with the expense to come out of the maintenance budget for the jail and from the courthouse. Right? Be fun.
Motion by Mr. Wagner, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hanson, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries.
Can I ask about the Flambeau River, carpet work, what budget is that coming out of? I'm sure Jamie will ask that question.
Which budget is to repair the carpet for outfitters come out of?
What's recommending?
Currently, we would, best case, I think, to cover with the traffic in that area would be a simple throw rub, or a mat.
So where's the money?
Under,
Isn't there a fund for the, I mean,
I believe
rental
there
that
should
goes
be
into-
a gateway building maintenance. I don't have that.
Yeah, so it would be Connie, 100-73-516-3008.
Just the
Thank you.
name of it.
Minor avenue
Thank
building.
you.
I'm sorry, we call it gateway.
Yeah.
Good?
Thank you.
I do have on the building and grounds just a couple of updates for the board as well. No action required on these, just information for you guys. First, we had our sprinkler inspections for the courthouse, Gates Building, Enterprise, ADF, and Fritz. So that's fire suppression, everything passed and was good to go. I did let Joint know, and I wanna let you guys know as well, for Fritz. The inspector came out and saw our main pump and valve body that lets the water out of the main if our sprinkler system is triggered, has been overworked, or been worked over, many times, to where, we replacing valves, seals, everything. There's a list of tags about that long that hangs on it. He did point out that next time that system, if it starts to leak, needs to be reworked, it's probably gonna lead to replacement, which was upwards of $13,000. He'll inspect next year, again in December, let us know where we stand, but it is likely a future cost that the county's going to run into. I just wanna make sure the board's aware that that system ages out and they do fail, so.
And nothing is free.
Nothing is free. Yep. Yes, it is, so. Exactly. And so then along with that, this one's just for us, this is courthouse. We had our yearly elevator inspections as well. They all passed, but the tech did warn me, and I said I'd let you guys know that, all three of our elevators are quite outdated. They're getting hard to get parts for, and he said that in a year and a half to 2 years, they're gonna be obsolete. Where if something breaks, it's either gonna be a homemade part or try and find the salvage parts. Not something we need to address now, but that could be a real cost, in the next few years. So.
Rains, it just keeps going.
Yeah, be Johnny Rain Cloud.
Yeah, Dan.
Is that, the question, is that an Otis elevator, or what kind is that?
You know, I don't have the brand offhand. I apologize, I didn't look at that. The one here for law enforcement. On the main lobby here. A couple times a month, usually we have to go reset that breaker, cause it just won't move. Generally, if we kill power to it, it'll reset. We kick power on, and it'll run again.
That's scary.
Little bit. We've never had anybody stuck in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
better
you
knock
did.
on some wood
Before
now.
you were here.
Okay, I've never had anyone stuck in it. Usually it's on the first floor, the door will open and close, but it won't go anywhere. Same with the law enforcement on the Sally Port. I just reset that one last week. It wasn't moving, so,
Good to know somebody taking that elevator.
yeah. As long as they don't bring it through the Sally Port, you shouldn't have to.
So
Yeah.
there's three
Thought about that.
elevators. So there's
There-
three elevators.
Yes, there's
That's
three.
Probably all three would need to be replaced.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the good news.
Anytime.
Alright, let's just move on to airport, since you're on a roll. Carmack day fee.
So we were looking at putting a fee on just to try and recoup some costs. I called around to Sawyer, Barron and Chippewa counties just to get an idea, of what they had for costs, and right now, I kinda just wanna push past this one, put it on next month's agenda. They opened me up to some good information. Something we're not part of is the Wisconsin Airport Management Association. It's free, doesn't cost anything to join, where I can sign up, and it's basically just where all information for every Wisconsin airport goes. They send out a survey at the beginning of the year, you can enter your prices, your fuel prices, everything. It compiles it and gives you average cost of everything, from what some places charge for a plane to land, to tie down fees, to hangar fees, to, fuel costs. So, a lot of really good information, as well as they do have a spring, meeting where you can go and get updated on information, so I wanna look further into that, before I make any recommendations towards the board.
Good.
That sounds like a good thing to be a member of, though.
It does, they sent me some information, actually last night, that I got to look through a little bit, and well done, it's, I'm still very much learning about airports.
Alright, good on that one? Fair, purchase of people movers, I remember this coming through, actually, what was it?
Yes, it was, $2,500 they paid for the people mover, and it was already, the fair board went and picked it up for us, and it's currently stored in the motor.
No cost,
No, that is the county budget.
that's a county budget?
Yes,
is
that
the
came out
county
of the
budget.
budget. So.
Motion to approve by Mr. Miller, second. Second by Mr. Hanson, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Administrative coordinator.
Okay, so we have a vacant office on the first floor. It is my old office, which is C-132. We are looking for approval to turn that into a telehealth / lactation room. So when the PUMP Act was passed, which is the Providing Urgent Maternal Protections for Nursing Mothers Act as part of the Fair Labor Standards Act, we as an employer are required to provide nursing employees a place to pump while at work. There are 3 requirements. It needs to be shielded from view, it needs to be free from intrusion from coworkers and the public, and it cannot be a bathroom. And then the space must be functional for expressing breast milk and available whenever a nursing employee needs to pump. So before Brett was here and Gary was here, we had to kind of scramble to dedicate a room for a nursing mother that we had. So now we're looking to make this office a permanent lactation room. And then when it is not being used for that, have it be a telehealth option. So we do have an iPad that was given to us from Security Health Plan a few years ago. Neil is working on seeing if that will be functional as something where an employee can take one of their 15-minute breaks and have a telehealth visit in a private office with a healthcare provider. So at this time, we believe any cost would be well under the $1,500, if any cost at all, and that would be incorporated into existing budgets, so.
Motion by Mr. Miller to approve. Second by Mr. Wagwick. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. One question.
Yep.
How will they access this room? Is it just gonna be open all the time?
It's probably gonna be on a reservation system, so we know when someone is in there, and then we'll have a like placard, like a do not disturb, do not enter placard that they can hang
Are
on
they gonna
the.
be able to like lock the door on the inside too?
We'll have to talk about safety concerns with that though, but, yeah.
I'm kind of concerned that somebody walk in and ta-da!
Right, but I would think the do not disturb placard, which is within the pump guidelines.
You're very, very optimistic to think outside the box.
I would really hope that if someone knew that that was being used as a lactation room, there would be a lot of knocking and listening to make sure that no one is in there. I would really hope that.
Well, they can lock it inside though.
You mean like bolt it shut?
No, just.
Yeah, just have the door
Yeah,
locked. Yeah,
lock,
exactly.
So they,
Yeah.
nobody's just wandering.
Right, exactly, yes.
Alright, do what you gotta do. Good to go.
That's true.
Ambulance, Mr. Hall.
Morning. So we've got some outdated equipment I'd like to try to sell. There are still services that use the old manual lift cot, none right around here, but, I have 1 manual lift and 2 power lift cots that are out of service here that I'd like to put on marketplace or have the maintenance guys, when they put something on the state site, put them on at least for a round and see it. I saw one on a while ago and it sold for $150, well, that's better than me storing it forever and not being worth anything, so I just supposed to get you guys' permission to get rid of that kind of stuff. I also have some old cabinetry out of the ambulance and some other stuff that the maintenance guys moved back over to the, multi-purpose building that we might as well get rid of. I had to take the cabinets out in order to put our 12-lead monitors in, cause they were in the way, so they're not going back in the ambulance. I ordered them out without that cabinet, so, but I have a couple of those, unless somebody's got a use for them, they're just probably garbage. So, that's what I'm looking for, just permission to get rid of that old equipment. 2 out of the 3 won't go back in our ambulances because they don't have the, adapters to make it work on our power loads now. So we can't use them anyway, we can't even use them as a backup, so, they won't lock in. So, right now I'm storing, like I said, 1 at the fairgrounds and 2 over here, and they're just in the way, so, that's what I'm looking at.
What do you got left that operates?
5 good ones, yeah.
Okay.
And the new ambulance that's coming the end of February has a new cot in it.
Yeah.
So I ordered it with the cot in it, so that one will then be another one to sell, because we'll keep one of them that's set up to replace one that we have if it breaks. So,
Motion by Mr. Miller to sell the excess equipment no longer being used.
Second.
Second by Mr. Ledler. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries to sell the excess equipment.
thank you.
See you, Tom, thanks. Insurance, county cars, and central services.
So insurance claims, we had a couple of deer hits with squads, at the end of last month. The county car usage really hasn't been updated since last month because we're still working on getting, mileage readings from all the departments to be able to put it in the fourth quarter billing. Charges out to them, but it's pretty well breaking even, so that's the idea with it.
Okay. Good. IT.
Walter Convey was moved up to the IT team lead position. So he will now be, kind of heading up that department. Been coordinating with him, and we're gonna try and get, duties and everything nailed down in the near future, and hopefully get us back up to full efficiency in that department.
Just gonna be 2 people.
For the time being, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it, see how they're gonna fare, see if they get overwhelmed before, we talk about filling that third position.
Seems like they're holding so far.
So are they entering like the invoices and everything that never got done before?
They're going to be.
Okay.
Yep, that, we kind of designated, so far what we have designated is Walt will take care of purchasing, and Neil will take care of, entering. That way we kind of spread it between the two, they can check each other's work that way, and,
Who keeps track of their budget? IT itself.
that would be the expense department.
I guess that's the main thing. We're not gonna end up with the same shit show we ended up with at the end of this last year. I think we were more than 2 beginning at this in the end. All right, thanks, Brett. Good one, the bills. Everybody look at the bills. Any questions on the bills? Any questions on the bills? If not, entertain a motion to approve.
Approved.
Motion by Mr. Good, second by Mr. Hanson, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries to pay the bills. I signed everything yesterday, 24.
Next meeting date's February 4th.
February 4th? Groundhog Day.
What?
February 4th, next meeting. Everybody good with that? You hear that, Dan?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned by Mr. Miller. I'll second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We're adjourned.